Well, so there's another Skyrim video that I'm going to be doing. Yeah, I mean, it's been a bit since I've even really talked about this game. So, I guess supposed to talk about this game. I mean, I sort of done everything in this game. I've platinumed it like 3 times, collected the achievements 4 times. I've done several playthroughs, one of them being up on YouTube. I've reviewed every single quest. I've reviewed the game itself. And I've done several joke videos. But the one thing I never did was really talk about really just why Skyrim sucks. Yeah, this might be a surprise, but yeah, Skyrim's a flawed game. And I feel like for us to really be able to fully enjoy it, we must really first criticize the game for its shortcomings. So, I had assembled a top 10 from my various years playing Skyrim. So this is, of course, my top 10 issues with Skyrim. Starting off at number 10, we of course have it's Skyrim. Yeah, it's just Skyrim. The game, it's a deeply flawed game. You know, it has bugs. It crashes a lot. Like, it crashes more than the stock market in 1929, and of course the video game industry in the 80s. I mean, only one person could really cause Skyrim to be that bad of a game. Not to mention, they've also re-released this game several different times. It really just kind of gets annoying after a while. And of course, moving number 8. No, my bad. Number 9. We of course have. Well, I broke a Pop-Tart once, and yeah, it's Skyrim's fault because of that. It might be simply unrelated, but when you think about it, Skyrim is a game, and Pop-Tarts are Pop-Tarts, and Pop-Tarts can break, and Skyrim can break. So therefore, Skyrim and Pop-Tarts are the same thing. So it's automatically Skyrim's fault when Pop-Tarts break, and it's because of this that Elder Scrolls 6 will probably suck too, because it's Bethesda. At number 3, we of course have, well, Todd Howard won't return my calls. I will probably be honest that this is probably why we have not seen Skyrim 6 yet, because I keep telling him that I will buy new copies of Skyrim if we don't get Elder Scrolls 6 by the end of next month, and that's probably why we haven't seen it yet. So my apologies for that. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. Maybe Elder Scrolls 6 might suck. It might be like something lame, like it might be something seriously lame, like Grand Theft Auto or something. But yeah, for some reason he just won't return my calls. I don't know why. I mean, I've even sent the Dark Brotherhood after him before I got in that lawsuit with them. But I don't know. Maybe it's just cute to not prank call him all the time, but maybe it's just a cue for me to probably send the Thieves Guild to answer some questions. Of course, at number 4, we of course have, it's made by the same folk who did Starfield. Starfield's just a good game. We're just gonna admit that now. That game is good. It completely blows Skyrim out of the water, and it blew Oblivion out of the water. I mean, Oblivion sucked so bad that they didn't remaster it for like 20 years. But with Skyrim, it sucked even more that they gave it a remaster and an anniversary edition and ported it onto the Switch, a console that no one ever really cared about. I mean, yeah, you might have your Pokemon and your Mario and a bunch of other crap that Nintendo puts out, but it's not Starfield. And that's why the Switch sucks, and that's probably why the Switch 2 is failing. I mean, sure, it could be like the Xbox where it just face plummets or the PlayStation, they have to raise the prices. But at least people wanted those consoles. And of course, at number 5, we of course have It Exists. Now, this could probably be similar to the first point, that it's Skyrim, but these are two completely different things. When I wrote this down, I wrote it down as it's Skyrim. It's a whole completely different argument on why Skyrim sucks. But this one, simply being called It Exists, it's a whole different argument on just why Skyrim is such an awful game, and why it makes the best coasters. I mean, you ever try having a drink on anything else, it'll probably just fall over. But with Skyrim holds that stuff in place because all its smoothness, I guess, creates like probably a force field or something. I don't know. Skyrim also makes a good frisbee. Skyrim also makes a good plate, or it also makes for good frisbee. Skyrim generally can be good with anything. That's probably what you use for it, is that you can give it to your son on their 8th birthday because you missed their birthday on accident. You can use it for bill money because you're gonna fight in a parking lot at McDonald's at 3 in the morning. Or you could give it to your neighbor, in hopes that you can eventually annex this house, like Peter did with that one Family Guy episode. Or was that American Dad? Or Simpsons? Or South Park? I honestly don't know. All of them are kind of the same. The next up, we of course have It Started Starfield. Again, Starfield is just the superior game. And I'll actually get it right now. Yeah, so Starfield is it's set in 1968 in New Bordeaux, Louisiana, and it's apparently about mobsters. You're playing as a guy named Lincoln Clay, who was in Vietnam. Oh, that's Mafia. Okay, Starfield's probably like something about Star Trek or something. I honestly don't know. Chances are Starfield's probably fun. Probably a lot better than Mass Effect. Doesn't have blue aliens that always get mad at you for whatever, and it's not filled with a bunch of other aliens that just hate you for saving the Citadel at one point. But just somehow, I guess Starfield came out after. And of course, next up, I slipped on ice once, and it's Skyrim's fault. Some probably might argue that this is the same as the Pop-Tart comment earlier. That's completely different. Ice is actually, ice on the side of the road is more useful rather than Skyrim. And it's cold, and you could probably make snow cones out of it. With Skyrim, you can't make anything out of it. Unless you want Coaster. But Coasters only go so far. Sooner or later, it'll just probably be advanced and turn to AI and just take over the world. And they'll probably have Skyrim as some sort of deity or something. Next up, you of course have Starfield Exists. That's just a simple reason. Skyrim sucks because Starfield's a game. Next up, we of course have number 9, and that is of course recalibrated is a weird word. It's just a weird word. I don't know why it was on here. It's probably a rigged list. But, we're just gonna blame Skyrim for this one because Skyrim just sucks in general. And of course, a 10th reason. Yeah, I hate Skyrim so much I can't even think of a full list. This game is just completely awful. I never want to play it again. I feel that people should probably just get rid of all the copies of Skyrim, mail them to Todd Howard's house, and maybe then we'll get Skyrim 6. But this was 10 reasons why Skyrim sucks. In no particular order. Except for Skyrim just exists and it just kind of sucks. Oh, so if it wasn't obvious, this was pretty much a joke list. wanted to do one of these lists for a bit, and I almost started cracking up laughing when I was talking about the pop comment, just because it's just so out of left field. But I mean, if you're not new to this channel, you've already known that I've done some joking Skyrim lists. If you came here from Twitter or Blue Sky, then you already know I joke a lot about this game. But honestly, yeah, Skyrim, it is a flawed game. I'm not gonna deny that. I really do love this game, but the game itself is flawed. I don't know some particular reasons with it being flawed, such as the bugs and the glitches and the re-releases. Not to mention the fact that Skyrim sort of became a double-edged sword, because the game's popular, but it's because of that, well, we also haven't really seen Elder Scrolls 6 yet. But that's honestly really all I have to say for this list. Honestly, I'll probably be doing my top issues with Skyrim at some other point. I know I do plan to have other videos. I know I do plan to have other videos focusing on Skyrim's flaws too, along with a few other things I might not like about the game. But for now, just enjoy this silly video where I just talk about random stuff about Skyrim for like 11 minutes straight. But until then, thank you all for watching. Have a happy April, everyone. Stay safe and just be careful about what you do this day.